Hi everyone, welcome to Dragon Image Melbourne. Today we're here looking at the Felix Q500 LED Fresnel light source. So here we have the Felix Q500. Basically this light source, unlike other light sources, gives you a range of options. So first of all, it gives you an output of 750 watts of tungsten, but it's color adjustable. So just by touching this knob here, I can actually shift all the way from 2800 to 5600, giving me a range greater than tungsten to daylight. The other great advantage of this particular light is if you ever used LEDs or other light sources, you'll notice that there's always a green or kind of a magenta kind of tinge. It's really hard to kind of control that available light in the room. The great thing about this is I have a dial here which adjusts the hue, so I can adjust it by either minus a quarter of a stop of green or plus a quarter of a stop of green, meaning I can kind of go magenta-ish or greenish. The other thing I've got here is obviously dimmer control, all the way from 5% to 100%, giving me really finite control. And it's a really smooth dial. So the whole unit is made very well. The units come with DMX control, so you can actually select the DMX channel for these particular lights. You've got the ability to focus the lights. And the other great thing about these ones is you can have a range of accessories. So for instance, at the moment, we've got the Fresnel glass. But if you wanted to, you could put a softbox on there, or you could put a dome on there, or you can actually just put a like a fiber optic unit on there. So all we do is slide that particular accessory on. Same with the barn doors. And off we go. So we're going to take this unit downstairs to our studio so I can show you a physical demonstration of how the light works. Okay, let's turn it on. So here we are in Studio 1 in Melbourne Studios, the 3-wall cyclorama. As you can see, we've got currently set to spot and daylight, but if I just turn this knob here, you can see I can shift that all the way past tungsten to 2800, and I can go all the way back to 6500. Now with the hue, at the moment what we've got it on is minus a quarter of a stop of green. So what we can do is we can just kind of adjust that. So for instance, that is neutral there. And then we can plus green to match other lights you may be using. But normally what you'd do is you'd want it to be as clean as possible. And on the last one, we've got your dimmer. So you can see here, we can dim all the way to 5%, all the way back up to 100. One of the other great features of this particular light is its focusing. So you can see now we've got that quite focused. This knob on the side here, I can now make that go wider, or I can make that go nice and spotty. One of the other things that I was showing you before is the ability to take off accessories. So at the moment we've got the barn doors on, so we can close down that light quite substantially. Whereas let's just say we don't want to use that, so we can just clip that off, take the barn doors off. What I can also do is take off the Fresnel glass, which will flood the area because the Fresnel glass was keeping it all contained. And you can see that's giving me a much more flood light source. One of the accessories that I didn't show upstairs, but I've got here, is a diffusion dome. So the great thing about this is I can now take all that light. Probably should have opened it before I started talking. And with this, 2 little magnets. Let's broken that out. And now you've got this dome light source, which is a little bit more softer and flattering. For instance, if you're doing interview stuff and you want to feel light and you want to feel a particular area, that just gives me a nice kind of soft diffusion. And that's the Felix Q500. So for more information on this product or any other, please visit our website at dragonimage.com.au, or you can follow us on Facebook and Twitter and view more videos on YouTube and Vimeo. Don't forget that obviously this particular light is actually in our store, so if you want to have a closer look, come on in. Thanks.